Why aren't you printing? Story of my life. Why aren't you printing? Okay. 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 There we go. Good morning. Oh, cool. Yeah. That's loud. Sorry. Welcome to the vlog. Clearly I'm in my office. I am just about to leave. That's why I picked you up. Was I about to leave? I was gonna send an email. Okay. That's annoying. BRB. Good morning. I had to bring you in the car. This morning is one of those days where my meetings started at 8 this morning. Alarm went off at 5, meditated, did a half-hour of yoga, and that's what we did for moving our body today. Very restorative yoga. My back and shoulders are super sore. I need to go see the woman who I get massages from, Bree. She's just chef's kiss. I'm due to see her. But I was at my desk for like 9 hours yesterday, and no matter how hard I try to remember to sit properly, it just happens. Anywho, made breakfast for me, for Thomas, for the unicorn, coffee, ate. I'm trying this thing in the last like month, probably, where I eat a piece of toast before I have my coffee, because you know I always start with a ton of water, especially because I work out. Like I drink like a giant Stanley usually before I drink a coffee. And that's just because I'm so conditioned from morning radio to drinking a lot of water in the morning. Anyway, I also apologize if this is really bouncy, because if you're not Canadian, you might not know this fun fact, but our roads take a real beating over the winter. A lot of bumps. Anywho, yeah, I've been trying to eat toast before I have coffee to see if that helps with like anxiety, etc. And I think it does. Anyway, showered, got ready, had coffee with the unicorn, and then he took Thomas to school so I could start my meetings. My meeting was with a professor from school, and it was at 8 because my university is an hour ahead because it's in Alberta. And here we are. Now I am rushing to another meeting, which I am either going to show up for right on time or a minute late, which is not my preference, but here we are. This is I always knew January to the end of June, beginning of July was gonna be the section of my degree that was gonna be the most trying. And it is. It's a lot, because right now I'm doing 50 hours of practicum a week. So, plus like owning a business, parenting, I have a class, one last class, all the things. So anyway, I've been trying really hard to have boundaries, breaks, downtime, and it's going pretty well, but some days are just like this, back to back to back to back to back. So I did want to say hi, but I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. Oh, I can park right in front of it. Yes. Until after this meeting, and then we can chit chat and I can say what's up. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So these people that are passing me right now, they are the parents of a girl that I have known since I was 10. Small town. Okay, I will see you in a bit. Meeting done. I'm drained. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go home and take a break and have some lunch, I think. That's something that I find really helpful. Like if you work from home, or you work, you know, in an office, I find being pretty strict with myself about still taking breaks makes a big difference. So Sorry, this is crooked, but that's what we got. Like, I say I worked 9 hours yesterday, but that was probably over 12 hours, you know? I see no benefit in hustle culture. Like, you can get a lot of work done, but I feel the more rested you are and the more you take care of yourself, the more productive you can be in a short period of time. We don't have to hustle and work ourselves into the ground in order to get our work done, okay? I've been really anti-hustle culture now for quite a few years, and just this past weekend I noticed that I had this tray or this like sign up on the top shelf in my home office that said hustle, and that needed to go. So I posted this on Instagram, but I cut a piece of white paper and taped it to the bottom, like taped it over the hustle sign and made it a nice white tray because I didn't want to get rid of it. And you're officially over hustle culture, but you don't want to throw this away. It was a sign. We're repurposing it as a tray. Boom. Say no to hustle culture. Your productivity does not equal your worth, okay? Running yourself into the ground and getting burnt out does not equal your worth. Boundaries are sexy. That has been a very interesting lesson actually for me during my practicum. People who respect my boundaries versus people who don't, people who expect me to be available at all times or don't like that I only have certain hours available. That's been really interesting. And I'm steadfast with it because my mental health, my family, just everything, like that's the priority for me. Just some food for thought. Accidentally wore green, had this with me, and then I have a green scrunchie, just casual. I'm a dipper. Let me know if you're a dipper. I will dip anything. This is my current favorite dip. Vegan mayo, sriracha, a little bit of garlic powder. Chef's kiss. What do you like to dip? Are you a dipper? Name it, I'll dip it. And don't worry, I'm not dipping my salad in the dip. I have some potato in the air fryer. I just wanted to show you this just while I'm sitting here. I got this on Amazon. I will link it down below. I think it's technically like a baby bottle dryer, but I bought it for all of our bottles. And it's so fantastic because I always find like this kind of bottle just never gets dry, and then it goes back in the cupboard and gets kind of like gross. And we have a soda stream, and I find those bottles just get like gungy, and this has been really helpful. So I'll put those on here. We also use reusable silicone Ziplocs. Those dry really nice on here. Like, these are for Thomas's medicine. I love it. It's much later, and today we have this set up for class because my class is 4 to 6 and Thomas is now home. He's having a veggie dog avocado, and then he's got some rice on the stove. I'm reheating some pizza. We just have a 15-minute break from class. Normally I never sit down here, but he just got home from autism therapy. I still have class for an hour. We do what we can. But in the meantime, I haven't shown you this. This is our new dining table. We got this second hand, I guess you could say. There's this place called The Painted Chair, which I love. They employ adults with neurodiversity, and they repurpose furniture, and we have quite a few pieces from them. This is by far the best find I've got. We got this because, if you remember, we used to have a bar height table, like these are the old chairs from it. And so the table was much higher, and Thomas was actually sitting at the table and had a seizure and fell backwards off the chair, and it was horrific. One, we don't want him hitting his head, and two, he can't because of his hearing loss. That's another level of him not being able to hit his head, is he could lose his hearing on his hearing aid side and need to get a cochlear implant, or he could lose his cochlear implant if he hit his head hard enough. So we're not in the business of hitting our head. I'm just reheating pizza in the air fryer for myself. Anyway, so we got that table. And I love it. I love how it looks. It's like so much smaller, so the room looks bigger, and it's like white and bright. And I was really worried about like a white dining set. Been totally fine. What I would not recommend is this. This was a purchase that I regret. These placemats, look, you can already see a stain. I washed these yesterday. Don't get white placemats. If you're gonna like use them to eat, just would not recommend. That's me spilling soup yesterday for lunch. So anyway, that's the update. Thomas is home. I'm sure you can hear him / see him. I have 45 minutes left of class, and I'm gonna try and eat one piece of pizza before our class resumes, because I don't eat on Zoom. I think it's just not my thing. If that's your thing, that's fine, but I think it's gross. So I try not to eat. When I have class during dinner hour, I will usually just have a smoothie so I can enjoy dinner. Oh, this isn't even close to being done. Shoot. Anyway, that's the update. After I saw you last, I laid on the couch and watched some couples therapy, and then I took an hour off and just chilled with the unicorn. We watched some King of Queens because that's what we're watching right now on Paramount. Picked Thomas up from school, took him to autism therapy, and here we are. So I'm gonna eat some pizza. It is some plant-based pizza from Panago, which the unicorn surprised me with last night. He like brought a pizza to my office like 6 o'clock last night. I was like, you need to eat. So I was very grateful for that. See? This one's the summer barbecue. It's my favorite, hands down. Okay, nice to see you. You ready to eat? You hungry? Yeah. Have some rice, some hot dog, and some avocado. And then he can make yummy sounds directly beside my computer. It's a good time. We're so close. We're so close to being done. We're so close. I really wish I could just like put you down. Like, in all of my years of vlogging, I should have something that just like sits here so that I can just, no. Hi, it's the next day. It's now Wednesday. Last night I just totally crashed. Thursday, it was a lot. We're here. And then I was up. Got a really unsettled sleep, just so much on my mind. So I ended up waking up at 4:30, and then I got up at 5, meditated. I did a spinal mobility class on the Peloton app. I might do that every day. Me and my old student body. Sore. And then I did a walk on the treadmill and showered, washed my hair. This is just air dried. Because tomorrow morning I'm doing a speech, and it's at 8, so I didn't want to have to like wash my hair, do all the things that early. Now tomorrow I can just flat iron it. Anyway, I am in my painting clothes, you can kind of tell, because I was out doing some painting this morning for something very exciting, which I'm sure many of you can guess, but stay tuned. And now I'm back in my office doing some work. I am gonna start writing this speech that I'm doing in less than 24 hours. It's just a short one, it's only 10 minutes, but I have been asked by the Associate Dean of the entire Faculty of Social Work at the University of Calgary to address all of their faculty tomorrow. So like bachelor's, master's, PhD, everyone who's attending this conference, I am part of the like opening of the conference. It's online. I'm not flying to Calgary. So huge honor. I am like, I couldn't say no, obviously. Yeah, so I feel like that might go on my resume somehow. But yeah, it's a big honor and I need to write that speech. It's only 10 minutes. Basically, they want to know like why I'm going into social work, my background, what I thought of the program. He's like, if you want to say things that you didn't like about the program, feel free. I was like, I'm not going to say them in front of everybody. We'll maybe do like an exit interview once I have my degree in my hand. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I saw something yesterday that I was going to tell you because I went on that rant about hustle culture in the car. I saw something last night that said, make sure you put enough effort. Make sure you put the same amount of effort into your hustle as you do as your rest. Yeah, I thought that was really good. Anyway, I'm just procrastinating writing this speech. I have a huge, like 6 or 7 foot tall banner of Finding Your Cape, like the cover, and I'm gonna stick it beside my face. Just shameless advertising. Buy my book during my speech tomorrow. No shame, no shame. All right. I don't want to do it. I could probably just wing it, but it's way too prestigious of an audience to do that. Why I thought to pick up the camera was to ask you, do you have like a set playlist of random songs that you put on when you need to focus and get ish done? Because I do. It's called Discipline, and it is the most random mix of music, but for some reason these songs make me so laser focused. They're like loud and aggressive. But it's like my brain is now conditioned that when we hear these songs, we get to work. I'm also curious if you use any of the focus functions on your phone. I don't, and I'm wondering like the do not disturb ones. Do you? I'm thinking I should, because I think you can set them up so like emergencies could still get through to you. You know, like if something happens to Thomas, you know. That's why I'm always hesitant. Unless he's with me. Anyway, do you use that? Okay, procrastination station. When I talk to you next, we'll have the draft of the speech done. Okay? Okay? Keep me accountable. Hello, it is now 4:30. Wow, I thought it was 3:45. And I know I told you that the next time I saw you that I would have written my speech. It's draft. It's, hi honey, a little over 10 minutes. So I need to condense it, and I also, whoa, let's fix that, shall we? I need to, I think I need to add something more about like the faculty, but I was just playing around with the background. I'll show you the video. This is me like noticing that I now have paint in my hair. But I was just wanting to make sure that it was gonna look good while I talked tomorrow. I think it will, because this line, this will be gone. So I could maybe move my screen up a little bit, but that'll be a nice background. Okay, I think we're good. Normally I have a very chaotic bulletin board right here. It's now on the floor, and behind, like on the back of that door, there is a bunch of scarves. So moved those. Okay, so I'm feeling good. This is that thing I was telling you about. This, it's probably 6-7 feet tall. And it's my giant book cover. It's obnoxious and I flipping love it. If my office was bigger, I would just have it all the time. Just here, always. I got it for the book launch, and now I take it with me when I do speaking engagements and book signings. I love it so much. Went and did some more painting. And so excited to tell you. And then picked up Thomas. Oh, this is like actually blowing in the wind. Let me turn off the fan. Picked up Thomas from school, and then we went to Walmart where we met his speech language therapist, and she did his appointment there. I made a grocery list, and then she took him around and like used his AAC device, like his talker and his touch chat, to like practice and make his language more like real world, practical. And then he did awesome. He loved it, she said. I just sat in the McDonald's and did some practicum work. And then they came over to McDonald's. He even ordered his fries with his touch chat, and then he inhaled them. So it's just so great. I'm just so grateful for her. Like, she's so talented, and she just really cares, you know? I really like her. Am I gonna work on my speech? I should probably make dinner. Okay, I feel good that now this is like set up. I'll just leave this until tomorrow. Like I said, I have to log in for 8 a.m., which is like 9 a.m. their time. I brag about you in my speech. Yes, I do. That's a fun fact. I don't know if you know that, but pretty much every time I do a speaking engagement, I brag about the Mareathoners. Like, I talk about in this one, you and how supportive you've been, and how you all sent me stockings that first Christmas, and it's really good. I just need to edit it down and then add some more. This is just, I always do things last minute. Also, like, this hand looks good. This happened during painting today, so I'm gonna have to try and not talk with this hand during that speech tomorrow, which we all know, that's a lost cause. I just love it so much. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna tell you about before I wrap this vlog up. I would really like to be able to do a weekly vlog. I'm just too chatty. Something that I got for Mother's Day, which I just love, but it's downstairs, so BRB. The hair has taken a turn today. This is what happens when you're painting. There's now paint in it too somehow. And I booked a nail appointment for tomorrow because they just look rough now that I've painted. Obviously that needs to be fixed. I know my mom told me to wear gloves. I should have listened. It's going well. It's going well. It feels so old school to be having the camera here and like that background. If you remember when this was not blue, comment down below and tell me what it was. I have decided we're gonna make this a weekly vlog and just see how long it is. And then you can tell me if it's too long and you want just like daily ones. I think the weekly one is much more like doable, so I don't have to feel like I have to vlog all day. I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna end it here for today. I need to go work on that speech. I'm making Thomas dinner. That's the air fryer you hear. I'm gonna make myself dinner. I think the unicorn is gonna be out quite late tonight. He has a friend in town from the States. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna work on that speech. I need to like reserve my energy for that. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is 12 minutes before my Zoom starts. Ready? That's like, she never does this much makeup, especially at 7:48. I'm a bit nervous. But what are you gonna do? I'm wearing just a casual black top. This is my BYOE, which means bring your own energy. And honestly, pajama shorts. Making sure to stand so you can't see the mirror. Got my Calgary mug for good luck. There's 5 of us talking. So I don't know if that means like, and in the order that it says on the email, I'm 4 out of 5. So I don't know if that means that like I'm 4th. I have no idea. I will probably just turn off my camera and mute myself and practice my own. I'll probably just turn off my camera and mute myself while the other people go and just practice. I don't like to overly prepare because I like it to come across as authentic, but I also like to be prepared, you know, warm up the voice. I did 40 minutes of strength training this morning, which was really nice. It's the first time I've done it in a couple of weeks because I haven't been feeling great. Meditated, showered, got ready, had to wake up Thomas, and now I'm just waiting. Got my 2 screens open, got my this ready, put that up. I'm already sweating. Should I turn on my fan? Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna practice my speech. Okay. My name is Mare. My pronouns are she, her, and I am an uninvited settler who works, lives, and learns on the unceded traditional land. Well, my apologies. It's now 2:25. I guess this is the beauty of doing a weekly vlog. My speech went really well. From what I could tell, out of the 5 of us who presented, I was the only one who had like prepared something, I think. So that felt good. Although I often feel when I'm speaking to a group who doesn't know me, like I'm a bit of a wabam, especially if I'm giving my life story. It's like widow at 33, like. But it went well. I had some nice comments. Then I just had meetings for practicum basically until now. Did some work, made some phone calls. And now I'm going to pick up Thomas from school. Take him to he has a behavior interventionist that he sees twice a week. So take him to see her for 2 hours. While he's there, I'm going to, so funny, I'm gonna try and find a big jug. This Sunday I am hosting a baby shower with a couple other women, and I have been tasked with, among other things, the mimosa bar, no problem. I got some cute carafes and some orange, grapefruit, peach, what's the other one? Orange, grapefruit, peach. I got a 4th. I got 4 different kinds of juice for the mimosa bar. But then I'm also making a punch, like a mocktail, like a fruit punch basically. And I'll put it in a punch bowl, but I'm pretty sure my Auntie Anna taught me a great tip that you make it ahead of time in like a large jug so that if you need to replenish it, you don't have to like try and figure out the portions, you know, like how much juice, how much ginger ale, etc. So I'm gonna go see if I can find a giant jug. I just don't have anything that I think would work. There's a dollar store right beside where I get my nails done, so I'm just gonna park and do that. And I'm gonna get my nails done so I can fix this nail. In theory, I could just ask them to fix this one nail. Like, I don't need a full set. But I'm kind of over the color, this like fluorescent pink. And because I have painted so much, it just, They don't look great, I don't think. Then I have class tonight. Today is like, I would love to say a full-on day, but this is just practicum right now. This is just how it is. And I appreciate that you're here, still watching, because school has definitely been a priority for me in the last 3 years. But the end is near. So thanks for sticking around, or if you're new, welcome. In my speech today, I was talking about how I used to post 6 videos a week. 6 videos a week. I'm trying to do 1 a week right now. It's like 1 every 10 days. There's been phases where I've done like 1 a quarter. So thanks for sticking around. I was gonna mention, I have no idea why, but in the last like 15 minutes, I have been hit with such anxiety. Like I have like full body anxiety right now for nothing that I can tell. Like it's not like I'm nervous to pick up Thomas or, you know what I mean? I think this is general anxiety of just what's going on in my life right now. And I thought I would share a tip with you that helps me sometimes, and that is to not try to fight it, because I feel like when we fight our anxiety, we just get ourselves even more worked up. So instead, I try to just be like, oh, hey, anxiety, like, what are you doing here? Like, kind of be curious about it. Like, what am I feeling anxious about? Like, why do I feel anxious? And I like to actually picture it sitting on my hip, even though I feel it in my chest. And I actually feel my anxiety in my feet. I don't know if anyone else does. But I picture it on my hip, I think because I don't feel it there. And I say to it like, you can hang out, but I'm not gonna engage with you. Like I'm not gonna let you rile me up. And you can hang out as long as you want. My therapist used to refer to it as the unwanted house guest, you know? It's like if someone shows up at your house and they do the pop-in and you don't want them there, like we're not inviting them in, but they can sit on the stoop for as long as they want to, but we're not engaging, you know? So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is just like, why do I feel anxious? It's probably because I am just got a lot going on right now, quite overwhelmed, and that's okay. That is a-okay. Just gonna accept it. Just gonna not necessarily welcome it, but honor it. Obviously there's lots that I would love for you to do for your anxiety and, you know, speak to a trained professional. But I thought I would just mention like one thing that I do on the fly that I've been trying to do, and it seems to be helping. I always joke with my friends when people are like, well, what's wrong? Like, why are you upset? It's like gestures aimlessly, like pick anything in the world right now. These are the new nails. I went for just a whole new color. He didn't even offer to just do the one finger, so I like it. Right now I have class and I need to go into my mini fridge and get some drinks for my Stanley. Fun fact, the 30-ounce Stanley fits 2 soda pops. So I like to put 2 bubblies in here. And a fun fact about me, I love spicy pop. And I mean, when I say spicy pop, I mean fountain pop. Like, oh, to me, that's the elite pop. Fountain pop, chef's kiss. And putting any kind of pop in here, to me gives that same fountain pop vibe. I don't know why. Even if it's just out of the soda stream, no flavor, just soda water from the soda stream into this. Ooh, I love it so much. Anyway, and then I've got my dinner, which is a smoothie. Only this semester did I realize that this would be a good meal to have during class, because I do not like eating on Zoom. I don't want to see people eating on Zoom. I don't know why, it's just this thing that I have. And I thought like, well, I can just sip on this for the next 2 hours. Because my class is 5 to 7. Before 5, too early to eat dinner. After 7, way too late for me because I go to bed at like 9:30. I bought myself a little duck at the dollar store a couple weeks ago. I saw like grad of 2023 memorabilia, and so I bought this for myself. I also bought myself a cup. I was like, if there's ever like a graduation party for me, I'll just bring my own decoration. Put on the old blue light glasses. Does this make me look more professional? Yes. Good morning. It is Friday. This is going to be a long vlog, I can already tell, and I'm like kind of wondering if this is going to be a new era of vlogging. Just settle in. I wanted to tell you something. Oh, before I forget, I just picked up Thomas's epilepsy medicine, which is for 60 days, which is how much I pick up at a time, just so I'm not going every month. For 60 days, it is $1,800. And I just wanted to say that if you have some sort of life-saving medicine, which is what his epilepsy medicine is, make sure that you are finding out and doing all you can to get it covered. Because at least in BC, I think this is a BC thing, so depending on your province or wherever you live, I don't know, but your practitioner, whomever, like Thomas's pediatrician, basically made a case saying that like this medicine, there should be no charge for it because he needs it to live, and it's free. It is free. There's just a letter at the pharmacy, and I made sure to get a letter for my records at home. So if there's ever an issue or if we ever change pharmacies, because I couldn't believe it when I first picked it up. And have I already told you this story? I'm really sorry if I have, because I tell everybody this who will listen. I picked up like the first round of his meds. We had to like work up to the full dose. So I didn't pay $1,800. I think I paid $400 or something. And it was like, whoa, what? And I said something to the pediatrician the next time we went, and she was so pissed. She had no idea. So like, just another lesson in advocating for yourself. Like, she had no idea how much the meds cost. I told her, she was super mad about it. She advocated on our behalf, and then boom, here we are. So please speak up for yourself. The worst that's gonna happen is they're gonna say no, and you're gonna, I don't know, have to look elsewhere for something. But Thomas, that's one thing he's really taught me. I mean, taught me is to be an advocate. So I just wanted to mention that, because I don't know if I've told that story yet on a vlog. I literally tell everybody, like, I don't even know how some people would afford an extra $900 just randomly. That's my fun fact of the morning. I'm sitting in the living room. I don't often not work in my office, but I just was not vibing with it this morning. Today is the only day this week where I'm not like rushing around to a zillion appointments, or I don't have like stressful assignments to do. I handed in an assignment after class last night, and I do have some admin. I have some client work to do, and I have some phone calls to make for the nonprofit that I'm a board member of. But like, I just wanted to sit here for some reason. I'm gonna put something on the TV, maybe some Drag Race, and just like chill. I was up at 4:20 this morning because an alarm went off, not in our house, but I thought it did. And then I just couldn't get back to sleep. So I laid in bed until 7 and just like watched YouTube. The unicorn was on graveyards. So I just like watched YouTube, online shopped, didn't buy anything, just like put a bunch of stuff in my wish list on Etsy. Oh, it was so nice. I was gonna read, but I just chilled out. Speaking of reading, this is what I was gonna say to you. So for Mother's Day, the unicorn got me a Kobo, and it's so small. Like, this is the size of in my hand. I don't know how to like reference it for you. I put a pop socket on the back because I just much prefer reading it that way. But like, this is what I'm reading right now. But like, this is what it looks like. So if you have a Kindle, it's very similar. I do have a Kindle, but it's bigger than this. This is what I'm reading right now, The Reading List by Sarah Nisha Adams. I'm 36% in, and it's so far super good. So he got me this for Mother's Day. It's been 2 weeks, and this is the third book I've finished 2 full books. One thing that's nice about the Kobo, if you live in Canada, is you can rent books from the library via like Libby Overdrive, which you can't on Kindle in Canada, which is such a bummer because lots of the Kindle books I find cost the same as like a paperback, but I don't want a bunch of books in my house. And I don't want to buy books. Like, I am not someone who rereads books. It's so rare, unless it's like a nonfiction that I'm gonna reference. It comes with Overdrive already. Like, all you need is a library card, and every book I have read so far has been free books. I love this. I was reading them on my phone through Libby. I do listen to them a lot. Like, I listen to a lot of books, but I was reading them physically on my phone, which I told you I like because then I'm not scrolling, but I was still not getting away from like the blue light. And what I love about this is there's no blue light action. It's backlit, so I can read it in the dark, and it's got like a nice like nighttime function. It kind of goes more like yellow. You can change the dimness or the brightness. You can change the font size. And you can also buy books. Like, it's attached to the Kobo inventory, I guess you could say. And then they have like Kobo daily deals where they have a cheap book. I haven't bought any yet, but, and then this case, I bought at Kohl's when we picked it up immediately because I wasn't gonna be someone who didn't have a case. But I just wanted to mention that because I've been on the fence about getting a Kobo for so long. It seemed excessive since I already had a Kindle, but like I said, you can't get free books on Kindle unless you have Prime. There is Prime reading, but I just like rarely found there was anything that was really like getting my attention. And this, you can get like any book that the library has. You can also get Kindle Unlimited, and you can also get Kobo Unlimited, which is like $9.99 a month for infinite reading, like whatever. I think they have like 20,000 titles or something, but I'm not there. I'm just gonna enjoy my free books. So it was worth it. He got me, not the baseline one, but the one up. I actually have no idea. It's waterproof. This is the Kobo Clara 2E. That's what this is. I'm obsessed with this. I read it so much. I could see myself like taking this like to anywhere, the beach, appointments, like Thomas appointments, wherever. It has curbed my screen time significantly. There's been multiple times where I don't even know where my phone is in the house, and like, that is not me. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waving this around in your face. Considering we've talked all week, I still have a lot to tell you. Starbucks coffee was on huge sale at IGA. I don't know if it still is, but we got the equivalent of, I did the math, 52 coffees, 65 coffees in a bag or something for like $20. So I bought 2 bags. That's one thing we rarely do now, is go to Starbucks. I think we've been once since we went to Seattle. Just like, nothing against Starbucks, just, you know. Oh, there's a good shot. Welcome to my laptop. Just saving money and trying to be, you know, smarter about what we spend our income on, because, you know, inflation's real. Okay, it's so ridiculous now. I have a second phone. Like, the amount of tech on this coffee table right now, we have 2 phones, a laptop, my iPad, and my Kobo. But I love it. I love tech. 2 phones. This is now my, I'm a therapist phone. Got a new phone number. So that's exciting. Can't wait to give you that. Anyway, all right. I'm just procrastinating. I'm gonna watch something. And happy Friday. Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what you think of these weekly vlogs, because this is probably like the most relaxed I have felt vlogging in a long time. Say goodbye with me? Can you come here? since we had Thomas on camera. You say hi. I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Did we start this on Tuesday? It's now Friday. And after I talked to you, I worked, had a beautiful lunch with a friend, and then I napped. And now we're gonna go out and do some stuff, right? So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this format, this long video. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And don't want to eat your stinky feet. You don't want to eat your stinky feet. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at you. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and I will see you in the next one. Let me know what you think. Hope you're all are well. Bye. Thomas, you say bye.